Here we have the Carnival of the Animals by Camille Sanson. This is a transgressive film, a provocative film, feminist film, a film that settles some scores with the showbiz industry. It's called The Substance, directed by Coralie Fargeat, French female director, but it's an American film in English starring Demi Moore. Demi Moore is back in Cannes. We were all delighted to know that Demi Moore was back in action, and here she is on the red carpet with Margaret Qualley and Dennis Quaid and French film director Coralie Fargeat. The film was shot in the south of France. Demi Moore was on the American version of Law, directed by Lisa Zuelos, and she played the role of the mother. In the French version, it was Sophie Marceau. And then she's got a kind of shark dress on with a shark fin. So this film is about the same substance. The title of the film is The Substance. You take this substance and you can produce a better version of yourself. And this is the way that Demi Moore appears this evening. She seems even younger and more beautiful than ever. So Demi Moore in the film takes the substance because she's actually peed off because she's been sacked by the TV channel. And what comes out of her body? Well, Margaret Qualley. The fact of her playing the role of a TV presenter is not insignificant in itself. That has cropped up several times in the history of films. Nicole Kidman, for example, played a TV presenter once in the Gus Van Sant film. Yeah, it brings to life the notion of your audience, how many people are listening to you, how many people are watching your program. In the 50s, people were just having television for the first time in their houses. So we have Demi Moore, Indecent Proposal, Ghost, of course, which is her most emblematic film, with Patrick Swayze. So this film, The Substance, is a metaphor. It's got a lot of violence in it. It's kind of grotesque, it's gore, and I'm sure people will be either hot or cold about it. It traces back the history of the movies. If you think back to Alien, E.T., Cronenberg films. But Coralie Fargeat gives her own take on these references. It's a genre film, and genres have their rightful place here in Cannes. Yes, art house genre films. So it's politically committed film, and Coralie Fargeat is recreating these codes of the movies. So Margaret Qualley's role is the double of Demi Moore. So Margaret Qualley is the better version of Demi Moore in the film. It's as if you were living your life 1 week in your own common or garden version of yourself, and the second week a better version of yourself, perhaps a younger version of yourself, if you were to take that substance. There's a kind of competition between the two versions of the person. It's very complex. I think you need to go and see the film to grasp it all. But here we have, on the red carpet, Demi Moore, American actress. Interesting to see her here in Cannes. She's not got any Oscars or anything like that, although she is a major actress from the 80s and 90s. She's a very popular actress, having made Indecent Proposal, G.I. Jane, Ghost. Coralie Fargeat said she wanted an icon whose career said something in its own right. Coralie Fargeat said that she works with symbols, and I think that Demi Moore is, in her own right, a symbol. And so the choice of Demi Moore is a symbol in itself. And so she's saying something about bodily horror. So talking about a feminist film in Cannes this year, one could say that this is 100% a feminist film. It's a feminist film. It's against showcasing yourself. It's men who organize the industry. And that's what Coralie Fargeat is rising up against. I think there's a Paul Verhoeven reference there, Showgirls. Yet the film lasts 2 hours and 10 minutes. Its release date has not yet been announced. It will all depend, I think, what happens here in Cannes. That's often the case. If a film is by a lesser-known director, then what happens in Cannes can determine the release date. So here we have a 5-star cast for the film The Substance by Coralie Fargeat. It's in competition. We've got Demi Moore, Margaret, Qualley, and Dennis Quaid. They're at the top of the steps there. They've climbed the 24 steps to the festival hall. And there is Thierry Frémaux, who'll be guiding them in. There they go, into the festival hall. What a wonderful day we've had here in Cannes. And there we have the fin, the shark's fin on Demi Moore's dress. She could damage someone with that. Yes, and if you're sitting next to her in the movies, then you better watch your step. So here we have Coralie Fargeat entering into the movie theatre. And I'm sure she's trembling. Very impressive experience. Exclusive footage here from Telefestival. Good evening, everybody.